Thank you, Mr. Fuller. Hey, how are you feeling today, the day after daylight saving time? Typically, you'll feel it for at least a few days. The good thing, though, this is Sleep Awareness Week, and today, yes, is National Napping Day. Studies show that even a quick 10 to 20 minute snooze can improve your alertness, productivity, and mood. And I've kind of graduated to that. If I do need a nap, I set my little clock and it works like a charm. We welcome Dr. Joseph Ogile, director of the Clayton Sleep Institute here, talk about making sleep a priority and kind of getting through the hump from daylight saving time. A lot of people are being more vocal about how they don't like daylight saving time.
Well, I think they have a reason to be vocal, Randy, based on the data that shows that daylight savings time, while it had some good intention, it is associated with increased levels of accidents, strokes, and heart attacks today, tomorrow, the rest of the week.
What do you think about it as a sleep expert? Would you rather see it go away?
I mean, my view is that I don't see a need for it any further, so I think stability is the key, and I think what you're seeing in the data coming out in studies we're going to talk about, as well as the National Sleep Foundation's Sleep in America poll, suggests that stability and commitment to a stable sleep pattern is the key.
Yeah, so we might be well-intentioned and say, okay, I'm going to get on a good sleep pattern, but boom, here comes daylight saving time to mess it all up. And you mentioned a study, and there's one called yo-yo sleeping. We've heard of yo-yo dieting. Yep. What is this?
So what we hear is, you've talked about this in the past too, people who want to make up, they basically don't get enough sleep during the week, and they want to make up for it on the weekends.
And they take a power nap.
Exactly. Right. Well, they don't nap, they sleep in.
Right.
And so that's the issue. They think they're making it up. What this study suggested, based on, they had people sleep 9 hours a night for 9 nights, and then they had some people who only slept 5 hours for 9 nights, and then another group that slept 5 hours for 5 nights, like we would do during the week, some folks, and then try to make up for it on the weekend. What they found out was that those groups who try to make up sleep do worse. They gain weight, they have increased insulin resistance, and they feel worse. And so that suggests, as consistent with what we've talked about, which is having a stable bedtime and a stable wake time is the key. If every now and then you don't get enough sleep, you can make up for it with a structured nap the next day if you need to.
And I used to just be exhausted and lay down. With this shift, obviously, it's difficult. I used to, and I'm like, oh man, 3 hours are gone now. And then I set my clock for 20 minutes, and it really does the trick. I recommend it, really do, especially today on National Napping Day, especially today. Now, are you saying that we need to keep our regimented sleep schedule even on the weekend, Doc? I am not getting up at 2 a.m. on Saturdays. No, that's
well, I would say we should take you and John as an exception to the rule.
Okay.
But for most of us, that's the key. And the key is what that does is it does give you a bit of resistance to the effects of not getting enough sleep one night out of 7, say.
Right.
And so that structure, just like a good structure of diet and exercise, committing to sleep as part of your structured schedule is important.
Yep, they got to make it a part of our health and wellness. So it's very important. If you want to talk more with Dr. Ogile, we will link you to all of the information you need to get a hold of him. Maybe read up on this yo-yo sleep study that we just talked about. Lots of great information. ClaytonSleep.com. We will link you on our website as well as our Fox 2 mobile app. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Randy.
I'm taking my nap today, my 20-minute nap. All right, we're going to send it back into Lisa.
Okay, just learned that I was doing about everything wrong. How's your Monday going?